Society pushes you toward a predictable life with average pay. But when you finally decide you want more, you immediately hit a wall. Dropshipping? Crypto? Day trading? Everyone tells you a different way to get rich, and that choice paralysis leaves you completely frozen. By the end of this video, you will have a complete 5-stage action plan that cuts through the noise and shows you exactly what you need to focus on right now. But before we start, we need to drop a harsh truth. You must let go of the ego that says you can become a multimillionaire while simultaneously learning a new language, running marathons, and mastering an instrument. Breaking out of average results does not happen by accident. It is the direct result of executing a deliberate, violently focused system. Step 1 begins with diagnosing the drift. This is what happens when you float aimlessly through life, jumping from one side hustle to the next, hoping you'll eventually strike it big without an actual plan. The reason moderate effort fails is that you are competing against a system designed to keep you average. To overcome that gravitational pull, you cannot simply try to get rich. You need a singular focus that excludes everything else. This level of extreme narrowing is what we call the second stage, obsession. A lot of young people confuse arrogance with ambition. They spread their energy across 12 different self-improvement goals at once, and as a result, they fail at all of them because none of those goals receive the intensity required to succeed. When you try stacking all those extra goals on top of it, you need to strip away those secondary hobbies for now and condense all that energy into a single, uncompromising focus on generating wealth. Total obsession is the only mechanism powerful enough to generate the initial momentum you need. It is the only way to build enough velocity to escape the working class cycle. Once your focus is locked, you enter step 3, execute discovery. A major misconception here is that you need to invent a brand new revolutionary business idea. You don't. Instead of trying to guess the next volatile crypto trend, look at this list. You need to pick exactly one proven high-income skill to master, like video editing, deal negotiating, or running an eBay store. Most beginners waste years on trial and error, guessing at what might work. You can bypass that entire struggle by finding a mentor who is already succeeding at that specific skill and systematically copying the sequence of steps they use to get there. Warning tone: do not look for flashy influencers selling a lifestyle. You want to track down the quiet practitioners inside niche Discord communities or local clubs, the people making their money directly from the skill itself. By following a path that has already been validated, you eliminate the guesswork that causes most people to quit. You aren't guessing the way. You are following a map to a destination someone else has already reached. With your blueprint in hand, you move to step 4, trigger acceleration. This is where you put your head down and get in the reps. And yes, before you can be great at anything, you have to accept that you are going to suck at it first. But putting in thousands of hours blindly won't make you rich. To rapidly close the skill gap between you and the person you're copying, you need constant, constructive criticism. Notice the difference in this feedback matrix. On the left, asking friends and family creates a protective, useless loop. They don't want to hurt your feelings, which keeps you stuck making the same mistakes. On the right, true expert feedback acts as precision targeting, actively correcting your path. Going through this process triggers what most successful people call their lonely chapter. As you outgrow your old childhood friends, you hit a brutal middle ground where you aren't yet successful enough to connect with new ones. It takes incredible dedication to push through when you're completely on your own. Surviving this isolated period of brutal critique is the ultimate filter separating those who build real wealth from those who stay permanently average. When your hard work finally pays off and that high-income skill starts generating serious profit, you arrive at step 5, secure freedom. But understand that being rich and being wealthy are two separate things. Earning a lot of money makes you rich. Owning assets that compound over time makes you wealthy. The trap here is lifestyle creep. It is incredibly tempting to take your early profits and blow them on a flashy car or designer clothing just to impress the people around you. This pie chart shows exactly what happens to your money. Spending on meaningless crap literally drains away your wealth. To secure your freedom, you must take a high percentage of your early profits and feed the right side of this scale, reinvesting directly into index funds, business infrastructure, and your own education. Wealthy people reinvest to become more successful. When you spend money just to impress other poor people, you are violently stealing from your own future freedom. You now have the complete 5-stage blueprint. By diagnosing, obsessing, discovering, accelerating, and securing freedom, you eliminate choice paralysis. Now, looking at this curve, you are the greatest asset. The skills you build now will compound over your entire life. So your instructions are simple. Execute step 3 right now. Pick one high-income skill from today's list, find a dedicated community of people already succeeding at it, and begin following their path. Having a wealthy mindset does absolutely nothing if you don't act on it. True freedom begins the exact second you stop drifting and start building.